All right. Oh, no. All right. All right. Welcome to GUFON tonight. It is Tuesday, and it is May 28th, 2024. You walked through the door. You said hello, and then it's oh no. The aliens are here tonight. We're gonna watch them fight. Oh my. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. Hope you had a fantastic Memorial weekend. I don't know if I did, but hey, we're here. It was all right. I just wish I would have done more again. That's it. It's just, you know. But anyway, tonight, I am surprised as you. It's weird. I'm putting up the background. It says it went through, and then all of a sudden it's spinning again like it's thinking about putting it through. I've never seen this before. But Kate Hudson, the actress, Goldie Hawn's daughter, can see dead people. Yeah, there's a clerical error in there. People isn't capitalized. And knows all about the afterlife, she does. It is. There it is. And there I am. Look at me, blurry as I'll ever look. Hey, that's better for you. Oh, boy. I have been drinking so much. I'm so out of it. I'm glad I don't. But come on. Come on. There you go. Crystal fingers. Bring in believers. There it is. There you are. Oh, there she is. There's Kate. What do you say there, babe? Huh? What are you doing? Tell me something I don't know. Am I looking at her? Can't tell. It's good. Poor Kate. Kate. You know that name, Kate? Something about a name, Kate. What's wrong with Kate's? Crooked hats on riches. But don't be a Richard. All right, let's get some roll call going. Enough of this, and we'll be done very quickly. Glenn Collins, welcome to the show. Ms. Blitz Craig, welcome to the Kelly Lewis is here. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen. Oh, whew. I didn't know you were sitting next to Kelly. How's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Ross Snyder. Hey, Rich and people, it's been a long time. You know what? It has. It has. Good to see, man. Thanks for hanging. Philip Swain is saying, oh, yeah. David Wilcox. Not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Hey, Philip. Welcome to the show. I almost forgot. Hey, Marcel Gufonian Metalhead. What's up, Chief? Welcome to the show. That is some good coffee. Ben. The Yorkshire Gufonian. Who threw down $4.20 on the PayPal machine. Dude, that was a quick beginning. And he says, hey, Richie, I've been lurking and listening, really not been in chatting, but great shows as always. Ben, the Yorkshire Gufonian. Thanks, man, for being a continuing supporter of GUFON. Like nobody's business from 4,500 miles away or so. God bless you. Alien bless you. Did you get the balls from me? Ma? She said she mailed them. All right. Thanks again. And welcome to the show. Continuing supporter of GUFON. He threw it down on PayPal. You can help support GUFON the same way. Support Truthology for ufology. Truthology for ufology. It's true. It's what we do. Nobody else does it any better. See? Truthology for ufology. It's for you. It's not for me. I just deliver I'm the messenger, experiencer, nuts and boltser, truther. Ain't that the truth? It really is. They keep trying to take us down. And we won't be stopped. We won't be stopped. Hey, by the way, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means I got a lot of show to do, like I say every night. But welcome to the show. Paula Faust, how are you? Good to see you. Alfie Joe Bob, good to see you as well. Pool Player 361. Yeah, there you go. Stephen McCowan, what's up? McCow. Cow. What's up, Dark Hour? Space Paranormal. Brian Yates is here too. Glenn Collins is here. Jeff Gavi, what do you say there, Chief? Derek Faulkner, the LK and Hulk is here. All right, now we're off and running. David Wilcox on X ×2. Intergalactic Anglers here. Murder Hornet, thank you for coming, hanging out. Metalhead, good to see you, my brother. Hope you had a good holiday. Ozzy Tiger as well. Welcome, buddy. Rusty Gruner, welcome to the show, everybody. All right. Hey, who's this lady? Jeanette, the angel of GUFON, shows up in the knickers of time. I said knickers. Careful. Delete Laws is here. Oh, no, it's just delete. Sup, man. Sup, I'm delete. Delete. That's how the name sounds in my head. Welcome to the show. Delete. Delete. What do you do? Delete. Are you an only child? Delete. I'm just busting your chops. Don't get all twisted. It's just UFO talk. That's how we talk here in ufology. When I first started, when I did the AZ UFO show, first time we could go live as people without having a contract. I wanted it to be like a show where it's just a couple of guys hanging out, maybe at the crib or just shooting some hoops or around the golf. And we're just talking about what guys talk about in ufology. Sexy tall whites. Ho ho. Nothing better than that white hair. Sexy tall whites. Gotta have them. Wanna love them. Can't. They got kick-ass spaceships, man. I gotta get me one of them. Right? And then what's the third thing? Oh, yeah. They could talk to you without moving their lips. How about this? Don't talk to me and don't move your lips. Oh, now that's ufology 101 right there. First thing you should always do in ufology is what? Get an education. You must have a high school diplomacy, equivalency, or geneticy, right? What does it mean if you got one of those? Nothing, but it tells me you can put the work in to graduate and that you might be smart enough to be a critical thinker in this field. Because we got a lot of people who go to school and don't even know what the Statue of Liberty means. They don't even know what 9/11 means. I think that's how you dial the police. I had to do it once. I had to kill a guy. Delete! Not him. Got a tough crowd here tonight. I can tell. Good people. All right, let's get started. Hey, what's the next holiday that's coming up? Juneteenth? I can't believe I just said that. I said I'll never say that, and I said it. They want to replace July 4th with that. I'm sorry. I don't know. Just listen to this for 10 seconds.
The Department of Defense, I rushed the very mission they gave me in the first
that
place.
I do.
I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. I never have been. I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the
UFO community. Don't stop believing. Oh, what Lou has said. He lies all the time. He's strange phenomenon, Rio de Janeiro yesterday. And there's a 30-second video clip here that, yeah, I don't know, man. There has been a lot of UFO sightings that just haven't been. Like, there's been an increase in sightings, but they've all been nothing. Like, it's been a real rash of sightings in the last several days. I can't even show them to you because they're not worthy of it. But this is, you know, whatever.
Que porra é essa, maluco?
Huh?
Olha aqui. Que porra é essa?
Hey, kick your ass up.
Sei lá. Caralho, que me arrepiei todinho.
Yeah, that guy's a cuck.
Que é isso, maluco? Tô filmando.
Shut up and get my shoes. All right. I just debunked it. You ready for the debunk? Look over here in the right. The apparatus had burnt itself and it detached and the gondola fell back to Earth. Here it is. Watch. In reverse. Oh. See how it's together? Now watch all the way to the right. Right here. Boop. It detached. Oh no, I'm falling back down to Earth. And the other one doesn't have anything to sustain its heat, its source, its redness, its fire. It burns out. That's this little sucker right there. That's the detachment to the gimbal. And the gimbal falls to the earth. I know. And there it goes. That gosh. Just killed 3 families. They got burnt to a crisp. Sorry, just throwing up some Chinese lampoons. Didn't mean to burn your eyes out. It's okay. It wasn't an alien. Next. Oh, this is a good one. Well, they're all good. For nothing. All right, so... Oh, this is... Yeah, I don't... Look. I really don't want to show you this. I really don't. I don't. But I'm going to. Oh, God, I hate me. Come on. I don't know what this is. And you're going to tell me... I'll write it down. Here, I'll write it down before, because I know what you're going to say. And I'll write it down first, and I'll see at the end if we match. I'm writing it down. 3 words. Okay. I wrote it down. There's my 3 words. I'll leave it up here for the whole video. You tell me what you think it is, and we'll see if we match. Go.
Да, а что это такое? Вообще непонятно.
I want to know what you think. See if we match. Yes, Earth, Thor. I'm trying to fit in.
Я не могу понять, какие-то две
Earth,
тучи какие-то.
you know.
И какие-то точки.
And what about whiff? W-I-F-F. I mean with. Like in W-I-T-H, yeah.
Да,
All right.
точки какие-то.
What is this? Is this a UFO or two birds?
Странно, что это такое?
I can't understand this Shkurtampisko language, but there seemed like there was something happening around this one, like flashing or something, like right down here. What is that? I'm going to pause it. What is this? They look like aeroplanes. And or bird planes. Could they be bird planes? I don't know if it's Rusty Grunert. Birds? Steven? Saturn? Oh, maybe. It could. Bird on a wire. Okay, balloon. All right, keep telling me what you think. I want to know what you think. Pay attention. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get excited. Let's finish off the last 15. Go. I won't go. Hold on. Yeah, gosh. Brian Yates with an interesting, very interesting. It's almost amazing. I thought I was, Thor. I thought I was. I'm trying. I'm just surprised you caught it. A lot of people don't catch it when I say whiff or earth. I just love the language. All right. So, I see a few answers. Hey, FGraph72, where you been? Bafangu, huh? I'm joking. Hope you're okay, man. Good to see you. What's up, New England? Dirt Roadie. You said it's two portals to planet Kolob. All right. Kites, says FGraph. Not even moving, though. They're not moving. They're not wiggling. They're not dancing. They're not anything. There was one person who wrote exactly what I wrote. Exactly. Well, somebody said part of it, but David Wilcox and me, bird stuck in wire. That's amazing. You know me. That's scary. That's scary. Yeah, when you wrote it, I'm like, yeah, that's great, man. Well, these are weird, you have to admit. I mean, this isn't moving. No joke. I don't know. I don't like them. But it's not moving. And I don't see any wires. I know what you're going to say. See, that's what I knew. Well, where would the wires run, guys? Like they're up in the air. Like, wait, I see these. Well, you don't understand. These are thinner wires, way up higher, twice as high as a regular pole in the ground. So why are they way up there, man? You know? Come on, guys. We got to do better than just saying, well, it's a bird in a wire because that's the only thing that makes sense. And I can't figure it out. So bird on a wire. Look, you guys want to live in a three-dimensional world? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going into dimensional from here on out. I'm starting to be pulled the other direction. Why? I'm not allowed to make that decision. I want to go into the consciousness direction and be a part of it. I think my molecules were breaking down. All right, I won't go. I won't go. Oh, ooh. Man, it's like they were trying to pull me. It's like, dang. All right, so birds on wires. All right. Birds on wires. Sorry, I thought I was able to go to another dimension. All right, I'm not going. I thought I'd be able to. Why can't we just figure this out? How long is it going to take us to figure it out? Because I'm all for aliens being angels or devils. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the angels and devils and the spiritual world and aliens and the tall whites, the short grays, the tall grays, the short whites. Oh, God, you got to have a short with a tall. You got to have it or else it's not equal. Oh, God, what are we doing? But we're going to start talking to these things. I think tomorrow I am going to talk to aliens for the first time live on the show. I'm really going to make the effort. I think we should. I think I should give it the old... Matter of fact, what if I did the show at a location that, could have energy there? I think I got an idea. Ooh, maybe I'll have it tomorrow. Let's do it. Let me write this down. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I hope you had a great holiday. We are going to talk about Kate Hudson, who claims she can talk to dead people, knows all about the afterworld, everything. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Before we get there, though, Sheehan, I'm going to play a video of Sheehan telling us what's up with ufology. Billy Carlson. Is that Billy Carson? Carlson. I'm thinking of, what's his name here with the L in his name? And a Michael Shermer comment. Actually, two from Billy Carson, but one right now. We'll do another one later. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to play a clip from Robert De Niro, the ultimate suckfest of all actors in ufology. I meant Hollywood. All right. So I want to get into Sheehan first, because in this conversation, Sheehan speaks to this guy, I don't know his name, I think his name's Lewis, about what the government is concealing from the public and why major UFO information is set to come out in October this year, the 18th. That's how it's written. So I just read it the way it was written. To me, it seemed weird, but I guess some information is going to be released coming out on October 18th. And Sheehan knows all. I told you, if you want the truth, you can go to Danny Sheehan. I still feel that way. I feel Danny Sheehan, he's smart. He knows what he could tell us, and it makes it sound like we never heard it before. He's amazing. I love that guy. I do. I think it's the hair.
Right there. That's the law that was passed by the United States Congress. And it says that you shall have this all gathered together and prepared to give to the National Archives 300 days from the enactment of this statute. And it was passed into law and signed by the president on December 22nd of 2023. And so you just add 300 days to that.
He really thinks that that's going to happen exactly on the date? Are you high, Sheehan?
And you got October 18th. But nobody wants to mention that.
Right, because it's not going to happen.
October 18th. Hello, why isn't every newscast starting? We're now 280 days from the revelation. I mean,
oh my God! Because you don't announce something that isn't going to happen.
You should have this countdown clock going in the background of every news program.
Hey, Danny, I tell you what, you can be that clock for us. You can keep count. We'll just hang around. And then in the beginning of October, I'm sure somebody will ring a bell. Let us know when that's going to happen, if it's going to happen. I'm going to make a prediction that we're going to be in war by September anyway, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, next. Let's get... What? Oh, I've got to tell you guys. Oh my God. Oh man, just really weird stuff. All right, more Billy Carson. I don't know why I said more, but let's listen to what, you know, a lot of people give Billy Carson shit because of the bullshittery that Scambian and others like her put out about his past. That was so long ago. We all have stuff in the closet and stuff that's gotten out to the public. There isn't one person that has a clean slate, a moral clean slate. And hey, Billy Carson grew up in a tough neighborhood, had to do some things to survive. Hey, if you had to kill a guy, you had to kill a guy, you know? It's not what happened. But if you had to, I'm sure he had a right reason to. Anyway, neither here nor there. It doesn't make him less credible. But let's hear what he says about Easter Island. He said Easter Island is destroyed. It's ruined. It's gone. Forget it. Got it. Good.
I've been trying to go to Easter Island for the last 10 years.
You can't get in?
Not only cannot get in, nobody's going to get in now because they just went there. Somebody went there and lit that place on fire. Yeah.
What?
They burned down the majority of the moai heads. They put some type of a chemical on the moais and lit that on fire, which melted solid stone.
When did this happen?
That happened in October of 2022. Yeah.
Somebody went there and ruined it.
Guess what else happened around that time? The Georgia Guidestones were blown up. You're welcome. I know. It all makes sense, doesn't it?
And whatever was added to this fuel or whatever type of fuel it was, I mean, who had the approval to bring that kind of chemical through international waters onto that island to then have the time to put it on top of the
Jaime
stones
Maussan.
and then to actually light them all on fire? There's not trees. There's no trees on Easter Island. There's nothing to keep the flames going. So somebody manually had to go and burn all these heads. So now with that,
I think it was Lorena Bobbitt.
that being destroyed, and my biggest dream was to go there because those bodies, their heads are just the top of the body. There's full bodies underneath the ground that go down for meters. And their hands are holding weapons in some cases. They have technology in their hands. They're kind of, etched into the side of the bodies. But these things are super megalithic. And the reason why the heads are above the ground is because there was obviously a global flood. And that's a mud flow that covered these things up. That's why some of them are tilted over and falling over in different angles. That's the mud flow of the water coming off the ocean and then running across the land and the mud piling up on top of these things.
That's a shame.
That's why the bodies are completely covered in dirt and soil. But yeah, incredible place. The heads are, pointed at different star systems.
You think that was done on purpose?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, to destroy
the evidence. Too many people wanted to figure out like the bodies and everything. Too many good ideas started coming up showing the evidence of the mud flow that covered the bodies and everything else. And the technology that was in their hands, analyzing and trying to really understand what is it and how it linked to other cultures around the world. And now, again, somebody else at a very high level wiped out more history.
I'm a little confused. Didn't we document all of those Moabs with video? Right? I understand it sucks. They're gone, basically. But don't we have video evidence? And another weird thing is, they put eyeballs in them, right? To make them look like they used to. And then shortly after, boom, burnt. So he keeps saying, and he repeated it 3 times or 4 times, it's at a very high level, he says. This is done at a high level. Why? Why would he say that? Because it would take somebody with a high level of access and a high level to get that kind of liquid or whatever it was to burn these stones. And, the cost to get there and the people that they had to map it out. They knew exactly where they all were. I bet you it was Zawi Hawass, the curator of the Egyptian pyramids and whatnot over there. Or he used to be. Because he's so mad at everything. That guy's like the most angry guy on the planet. Weird. Like, why would you destroy the Moab? All right, well, we don't know. I can't think of a reason. I just can't do it. To erase history, it doesn't make sense. I honestly think it was disgruntled employee of the Moab. Yep. Came back 1,000 years later. See? Told you. See? Who would burn them? Is this the same video? Hold on. I see what they did. Okay, same one. All right, let's move along. Michael Shermer. Over your lifetime, you will be exposed to far more information than any organism could possibly store. That comment right there doesn't make sense. I'll get back to it. According to one estimate, the average American is exposed to 34 gigabytes or about 11.8 hours worth of information a day. Just to give you an idea, a 36-minute video I put together had 5.5 gigabytes. How could 34 gigabytes be 11 hours? I mean, what is that, on a shitty SD card? I mean, come on, man. We're talking 8K, man. This isn't like an analog. I see an HD. Anyway, that's a weird thing that you're exposed. I think we're exposed to way more than that. That is a bizarre thing to say. And how can Shermer say you'll be exposed to far more information than any organism could possibly store? I understand what it means, that our brains can store a lot. My thing is, how do they know for sure? How do they know for sure? Like, you would think, what's the animal that lives hundreds of years? Maybe a turtle. They live over 100, 200 years, a couple hundred years. They'd have way more information stored. I guess no. I guess we have a lot of RAM. We do. We have good RAM and we have a lot of storage. But it's weird. We can't remember everything. Now, do you guys remember the show Taxi? The redheaded lady, Mary Lou, I can't remember, not Henner, Mary Lou. Here, let's pull it up. I put it in the correct way. And it brings me Taxi Driver. I said Taxi TV show, and then it brings up Taxi Driver. It even shows it. All right. Mary Lou. It is Mary Lou Henner. I kept thinking like Mary Lou Henner was the gymnast. Let me show you. The reason I bring her up, because she's one of 10 people on the planet that remembers everything she sees. Yeah. And she's okay. You see? They're trying to tell us that we couldn't handle it. This woman. Yeah. She's an incredible woman, to be honest. I mean, she's 72 now, but Yeah, she can remember. She has a condition here. It's called highly superior autobiographical memory, HSAM, a rare condition that has been identified in only about 100 people in the world now. Wow. What actress has a perfect memory? Yep, Marilu Henner. Yeah, well, maybe they found more people. I haven't checked in 20 years on that since I found out that's something of a real thing that some people can remember everything. And they say it's supposed to be really bad. She says the way it comes up. Yeah, I'll pull it up. There's a video of her talking about it. About her condition. Anyway, here it is. It's cool. She says it comes up like a filing system. I just cut it down by accident.
Scientists are calling an extremely rare phenomenon in which people can recall nearly every day of their lives in extraordinary detail.
That's unbelievable.
Only 6 people in the world have been confirmed to have.
Okay, see? I said what, 10? Now how did they come up with 100?
This kind of ability so far, and one of them is actress Marilu Henner. She and the others were profiled last night on 60 Minutes.
Like these shoes, I wore them the first time I wore them October 18th, 2007. These I wore on April the 21st of this year, so that was a Tuesday.
That's so
these
weird.
shoes I got a long time ago, 1982. I got them on April the 9th, so that was a Friday of 1982.
Very cute shoes in her closet. Marilu Henner, great to have you with us.
Great. I'm so glad you showed that clip because we shot this last year. And so when I said April 21st, it was a Tuesday. That was of 2009 because April 21st, 2010 was a Wednesday, just to make the whole thing clear.
But you're
it's
already
taken a
giving
while.
us a glimpse into how all of this stuff works because you're saying Tuesday and Wednesday and last year. I mean, explain for those of us who are new to all of this.
You know, it's so funny.
Works.
It's so incredible because I've always had a great memory. You know, people always tease me about it for years, and it was always kind of my thing. And I remember being a little girl and being able to say, what did I do a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a year ago? And as I grew up, you know, it was like, oh, well, what did I do when I was exactly my brother's age, my younger brother's age, you know, and I would just remember things. And so it was this kind of skill that I developed, but I liked doing it as well. You know, so I think it was a real combination of nature and nurture. I mean, they explained last night, which was the first time I heard it, that we had a certain area of our brains that's larger than most people's. But I know that it's also been a muscle that I've exercised, you know, muscle.
You've used it. You've
I've used it.
Consciously used it.
Yes, and so what happens is some of the people, because even among the 6 of us, there are differences. A lot of the people described, although you probably didn't see it last night.
Oh, I did.
No, you didn't see them talk about this.
Oh, okay.
How people visualize it. A lot of the people visualize it sort of in a calendar way, like calendar pages. For me, the closest thing to it is kind of like selected scenes on a DVD. You know when you see that? Okay, so if you name a year, all of a sudden the entire year sort of like lays itself out in chronological order, and each day is a different selected scene, and some of them are more vivid than others, but I can go to each day and it sort of comes up.
Do you know, mind if we try it?
Give me a year.
I'm really curious. Okay, so.
But give me a good year. Don't pick a year I was getting a divorce.
Okay, well, I honestly couldn't tell you exactly, but let's say 1975.
Okay, so 1975. All right, so 1975, and which was a while ago. Okay, so I start to see like the whole year sort of lays itself out, and I go, okay, well, let's see, my birthday was on a Sunday that year. That was April 6th, and Christmas was on a Thursday that year, and Thanksgiving was on the 27th that year, and you know, so it starts to come in. My first date with a boyfriend was August the 12th. You know, it's like it starts to go like that. So I start to fill in different days in that year.
All right, calm down, calm down. We're feeling different days. She's like Alex Jones all of a sudden. She loves it though. You can tell she loves having that kind of memory. Would you like to have that kind of memory? Imagine. And she talks about this, but you know, I mean, you get it. She says it's not always good because when I remember something bad, I remember it all, you know, and she remembers the feelings and, you know, she emotionally attached to everything. That's kind of cool. So it's 6 people. This came out 13 years ago. I don't think there's 100. I think I'm right. I think it's 10 people now. So I think they just put 100 because that sounded like, well, nobody's going to believe there's only 6. And 10, well, everybody, let's say 100 people. In the world of over 8 billion people, John, there's got to be at least 80, 90 more. So I'd put 100. It's what they do. That's why the news, mainstream media sucks. I was trying to come up with a good name to call them. All right. All right. I want to show this to I'm going to play this video because well, we'll talk about it at the end. I think I remember I said I want to show this to demonstrate how it's also like this in ufology. So I'm comparing what this person is going to say to how ufology seems to work. All right, here we go. In Fazul.
Would you mind talking about, because you were much in the news last week about this issue, because you were on George Stephanopoulos' show, and he was questioning about the idea that you're supporting Trump, who was found guilty of sexual assault, and you were a rape victim yourself. And I guess his implication was that being so, that you should not support someone who is convicted of this crime.
Number one, Donald Trump wasn't convicted of sexual assault.
Oh!
The 83 million was a defamation suit. It was about defamation. There was a sexual abuse claim, and she got a little bit for that, but the vast majority of it was for defamation, not rape, not sexual assault. So I think there are two types.
Is that right, Ron?
That is right.
Is that right? Yes, it is. The confusion. So I talk about the liars, and then there's a confused set of people. So Bill, I don't think was lying there. He did not realize that Donald Trump has not been convicted for rape. That sort of confusion, that there's a whole bunch of people who are confused about a whole bunch of things, is becoming a massive problem.
Thank you. And it is. And it's happening everywhere, including here. And that's because of the administration that's in office. Everything they do is to confuse. Now, look, I'm not saying it's 100% if you go the other way or another way. I'm saying what's happening now has never happened before in the history of America. And to an ex-president, to our rights, to our world, trying to convince people that there's more than a male and a female. Come on. And what is a woman? Come on. And men and women's bathrooms? Come on. Men and women's sports? Come on. Budweiser? Come on. Yeah, I know. I just threw out the border. All right. The prices of food. My God. It's out of control. And you hear Bill say it's confusing, and we have the same confusion in ufology. You have different people saying different things, making claims that they say are the real reason why we're having the phenomenon, yet you hear somebody else come around and say, no, that can't be, because how? How can you just manifest it with your brain? It's just not how it works. Yeah, it is, because nowadays you just say something and it's true. You don't even get to vet. You don't get to study. They just say it and it be it. That's not the world we're supposed to be living in. Look, you know what I think they're doing? I think they're testing the waters in ufology. They throw everything out. They see what people stick to or go to or talk about the most, and then they'll focus on how they can make that the talking point for the next money grubbing session and lying and cheating and stealing to back engineer alien spacecraft that, well, may very well have been in an archaeological location or flown in from Pittsburgh. Come on, who's with me? Ah. All right, what do we got? All right, let's go next here. Nah, I want to, but I'm not going to. All right, I'm going to play this, though. The world is not ready for a second Great Depression. Is that for this show? Should I play that tonight? Do you want to be depressed? We'll play that at the end with De Niro. As a matter of fact, I'll go a little late so it doesn't interfere with the ufology show. We'll call it a bonus show if I'm in the mood. I don't know. I'm thinking about just making videos because I'm a little behind on the members stuff, and I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to do something else, and in the middle of doing what I wanted to do, I changed my mind, started something else. It's always something, but I think you'll be happier anyway. All right. I'm not going to play this now. You're welcome. We'll hold on to it. Man, I tell you. Let me show you this. The truth, according to Nicola3 on X, the truth is much weirder, and stranger than fiction. Many of the early truthers have had time over the years to digest everything you've been told is a lie. And all the craziest dark secrets of the underworld are flying by. But here's what I made for you and I. Here we go. In a 7, in a 6, in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. English.
Anyone know who this guy is?
Watch this.
The Trump arraignment yesterday.
Look at the size of that guy's head.
Watch his eyes.
Look at this guy's head.
Definitely not normal.
That's an alien.
There were a few of him there like this.
Look at the hard angles here. That is a nose of concern. This, my friends, is a mask. You are looking at an official alien being that we have been told has been walking amongst us for decades. Do you hear me? Decades. You got one here. Don't ignore it. Love it. Know it. Learn it. Feel it. And then we'll make fun of it. All right, here we go.
Very obvious that we're in a spiritual.
Look at this alien. He's bored already.
Type of warfare.
Yeah, I'm getting away.
For sure.
His eyes coming off.
Eyes. That is not normal.
No, it's not happening to Jose Cuervo. Oh, but it's happening to Alien Joe.
Tell me who he is. Secret
Service. Boy.
What was his purpose on being there? Because his eyes.
Man, his eyes are coming out of their sockets. Somebody dial 911. Let's watch it again. Without.
Anyone know who this guy?
Yeah. This is Marvin the Martian. No, what was the Martian that was on Kazoo? It's Kazoo. That is the real life Kazoo. Hold on. Let me get Kazoo and show him to you, and we'll compare it. Oh my God, it is Kazoo. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. Is his name Kazoo Flintstones? Oh, Gazoo. The Great Gazoo. Oh, it is! Oh, no, look at I did it. All right, take a look at the face right here. Not mine, this guy. You see it? Learn it? There he is. Unbelievable. It's crumbelievable. Bom, ba, bom, ba, bom, 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 bom. There he is. Ba-ka-chow. That's the dude, man. Kazoo's real. The Flintstones showed us the truth. Oh my. Kazoo! There he is. Waka! I don't know about you guys, but look at his eye. Look at his eye. Get out of the way, Jose. His eye's gonna fall apart. Watch this. You can't keep... Oh, look at it. His eye's dematerializing right on TV. Look at him. He's falling apart. You can see the mask. Oh, the insanity. The insanity. Look at how different it looks, though. And I'm not joking. Come on. This guy's all buzzing about. This guy looks like he's got an eczema on his face. He's so smooth. This guy looks like he's got sandpaper head. Something is wrong. This guy's pointy kazoo. And I think we did find the first alien. I'm marking this. There we go. I'm telling you, this might be legit. All right, calm down. Calm down. Oh no, I got one of them here. Oh, he's invisible, but you can see it's the same. Okay. Oh, look at her. Oh, wow. This is magic. Boop. I'm telling you, that's an alien. Let me save that. I'm going to do a little bit of nothing with that, and I'll never talk about it again. That was a lot of fun. I really believe aliens are amongst us now. I do. Why not? Why not? Come on. Enjoy life. What was I going to do now? I forgot. Oh, right. Oh, Michael Shermer. Yeah. All right. Come on. Let's talk about Michael Squirmer. This guy's one of the most squirrely people in ufology, and isn't he? He's the skeptic guy, right? Michael Squirmer. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Actually, I think he's one of the worst people that actually call himself a skeptic. He's not. He's a debunker because he goes into things not believing. But he doesn't say that. He goes, no, I go in with the hopes it's going to be, but it never turns out what it's supposed to be. And then we were just talking about what he said. Over your lifetime, you're going to be exposed to far more information than any organism could possibly store. According to an estimate, the average American exposed 34 gigabytes or 11.8 hours worth of information a day. We are not supposed to remember all of it. The mechanisms of memory were not cobbled together to help us remember the name of that guy we met at that thing. To quote British psychologist Sir Frederick Bartlett, one of the most important figures in the history of memory research. Literal recall is extraordinarily unimportant. Wow. Really? Literal recall. Guys, wouldn't you like to go back and remember how the bully got you, or how somebody stole money from you and, maybe you were looking or didn't realize, but you can go back and recall everything that happened. Wouldn't you like to recall all that stuff? Bad things, good things? That's a horrible statement. But I understand the brain doesn't need to remember every leaf on every tree or every piece of sand on the beach. I get that. Well, they have a neuroscientist, this guy, Sharon Raganath, I believe is how you say his name. He shared what his research reveals about the selective nature of memory. I had no idea I was going to talk about this tonight, but I like it. I think it's interesting because we're supposed to be, if you really want to buy into everything that's unexplained and go with what people say, that we're reincarnated and all of our memory is stored in the DNA, we just don't recall it because it's too much to remember, then you wouldn't be able to experience this life in its full capacity, beep-a-deep-a-deep, right? They're going to discuss how memories are stored by neurons, forgetting, memory in there somewhere, or lost forever. Ooh, I would like to know about that. Can you pull memory out? If you just try, is it all in there? Is everything recorded? And if it is, you should be able to recall it. That's not how it works. What about trigger items? Perfume, food, the smell of gasoline. You know, a lot of like smell of popcorn can bring back a memory of your first movie you ever went to, right? Mine was Jaws. That was the first movie I've ever been to. Second movie, Mary Poppins. Yeah, in that order. I saw Jaws before I saw... Anyway, I think that was my first movie. That's how I remember it. But I would like to know. See, now I want to go back 50 years and remember what my first movie was, because I'm probably wrong. I don't think I am. All right, let's listen to this. I don't even know if I said it all already. And we're just going to listen to two guys who hate everything on the planet. Michael Shermer just rubs me the wrong way. All right, I'm only going to play a minute. I don't even know why I'm doing this. To be honest, I really don't. But I am fascinated by memory, though. I really am.
I love that cover, by the way. It's that kind of a cloudy brain that's slipping away like our memories do.
That's
nice
right.
to see you, sir. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It's a great book. I listened to the whole thing on audio, and I was just rereading some of it today in print. Yeah, okay. So this is really an important subject because it deals with so many important topics like the nature of the self.
Michael Shermer just lied. He said, I listened to the whole audio book, and then I read it, and then I read some, right? Didn't he say he read it? Hold on. I don't know.
Cloudy brain that's slipping away like our memories do.
That's
nice
right.
to see you, sir. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It's a great book. I listened to the whole thing on audio, and I was just rereading some of it today in print.
Oh, rereading. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? Because he didn't read it. He listened to it. See, this is why Michael Shermer has the worst critical thinking. No, I'm not kidding, man. I'm not looking for a way to put down the guy at all. I'm just telling you this is why I don't like the guy. He says shit that really doesn't make sense to me. And then he'll stand by it, even though somebody will debunk something he says. And no, you're wrong. Like, he's like a horrible psychic, like Sylvia Brown. You know, oh, no, you're not right. I'm right. Don't you think I would know? Who do you think I'm talking to? Well, you're not talking to my husband. So anyway, Shermer, let's get back. I'll be quiet now.
Yeah, okay. So this is really an important subject because it deals with so many important topics like the nature of the self and, and how we construct that from our memories and so on. But I'd love to get you catch us up with starting with the neuroscience of memories. You know, how is it that just molecules swapping across synaptic gaps in neurons can generate, I don't know, memories of songs and
1.21 gigawatts,
and, past events and so on. This just seems like a miracle happens in there. It's almost like the mind-brain problem is one of those naughty philosophical problems.
It is, and if I had an easy answer for you, I would be getting the Nobel Prize. So. But I'll give you some ideas about where the field has come from and what we're thinking about right now. You can always think about any question in the mind and the brain at different levels of analysis, right? So if you go to you said the molecules, right? So you have all of these neurons that basically communicate with each other. Are
you kidding me? Maybe I can drink on my show, but Michael Shermer, he drank this like he was in a cage and he was a little frickin' gerbil because he is a frickin' rat.
You said the molecules.
Watch
right?
this.
So you have all of these neurons that.
I mean, he's suckling on that thing like a gerbil does on his little metal ball thing there with the water shooting out the bottom. Look at him. Yeah, suck it down, you suck. All right, that's not nice. That was the only way I can get out. I was bored to tears by that, and I apologize. I do. I apologize for that. So I'm going to make it up. We're going to make it up. Yeah, I'm looking. I think I found something. I did find something. Oh my God, you guys are going to love this. You are going to you're going to forget what just happened. I'm going to blow your minds. You're not going to remember the bad. All good in 5, 4, into thin air. Go. Bum, bum, bum.
My friends, welcome back. I have something incredible to show you that has to do with the Antarctic anomaly. It was sent to me by a subscriber, and it's going to blow your mind. And this has to do with Boivay Island, which you can see right here, the island owned by Norway, and the weird antenna array that was set up to the northwest of the island that we've been looking at. There's something else in this area I have to show you that's going to blow you away. In order to do this, we need Google Earth, and we're going to go right down to Boivay Island, which is right here, which seems to be the source of the Antarctic anomaly. There's a lot of theories going on that there could be an advanced type technology that makes HAARP look like child's play coming from this island, which in turn is possibly heating the Atlantic Ocean ahead of hurricane season. Now, here is that antenna array I've been talking about. It could be a boat sonar reading, but there's something weird about this area. We've discussed this in the past, and you're looking at that video right now on your screen, but you're not going to believe what else was found in this area. And in order to find it, it's very tricky. Now, I just want to back up to show you again exactly how to do this. You're going to go straight to the island here, and once you get to the island, you're going to look to the northwest. You're going to see the antenna array right here, and then you're going to see this trench that kind of goes down in this area. You can only see this once you zoom down this far, which not many people are going to do because it's a remote area of the world. Check this out. You grab the little guy here as if you're going to do street view, and a little dot pops up right here. What is this doing in the middle of the Arctic Ocean in the Atlantic, right next to where we said this antenna array?
Come on.
Look what happens when you drop this right on that dot. This is going to blow you away. Just wait a second as it gets to the area, and you're going to see something that should not be here, my friend. Take a look at where this brings you. It's this weird garage with 2 cars with license plates on them, and if you spin around here, it looks like a bunch of parts from cars. I don't know if this is some sort of glitch or mess up in the data of Google Earth, but why is this popping up in the middle of the Arctic Ocean right next to where we think a possible antenna array is? If you want to check out some of the labels in here, here we go. I can't really make out what this says. Something like tenor apex. Again, this could be a total mess up on Google Earth's part, but again, this is the weirdest thing I've seen. I've never seen anything pop up like this. Here are the 2 vehicles we're talking about.
Wow. Okay, so while I'm sitting here watching this, I'm thinking, okay, what we have here could be clues. I want to show you something. Did you notice the license plates? The one on the right, 420. I know. I'm just saying. 63, 420. 6 and 3 is 9. 420. So I don't know what that means. But let's go over here. Watch. 4 and 2 is 6. 7. 11. 6, 11. 63, 420. Smoke weed on February 11th, 2063. Okay, we figured it out. And all the engine parts, that means get in a car and go. Whatever you got to do.
Screen here, it says Strand Auto Used Spare Parts Trading LLC SP main branch.
Oh,
so
Strand Auto. So this may be a glitch, right?
seen. I've never seen anything pop up like this. Here are the two vehicles we're talking about with license plates. Maybe we can find out where these cars are from and see where this actually leads to. If you see on the top right of the screen here, it says Strand Auto Used Spare Parts Trading LLC SP.
That's what it looks like.
So very odd. Don't know why this is here. And to explain it would be something I just can't do because I don't know what is going on with this situation. And then if you hit exit street view, it brings you back to the Atlantic Ocean. You got to zoom way back out in order to even see where you are, which I'm doing right now. And you can zoom right
That's
back
crazy.
out in the area. And here we are, right back in the Arctic Ocean.
That's
Not far
really
from
weird.
Bouvet Island or the antenna array that we've been talking about in multiple videos now. Go ahead and try this. I don't know if
Okay,
you're gonna remove
so you know what we should do? Go to the opposite side of the planet and see what's over there. Could Strand's auto parts be somewhere on the globe, directly on the other side? Maybe that's the glitch. Yeah. It's kind of weird, though, because if you did go to the other side, you would just be going to the North Pole. Yeah, so it is weird, isn't it? Unless you're going through the planet and you're hitting hollowed Earth. Or that right there is a way station to other parts on the planet. Maybe he found a transportal. You step on it, you go somewhere else. Hey, this planet's for fun. Right? It's supposed to be for fun. Survival is the fun. Right? We're not supposed to pay taxes, sit in cubicles. Yeah, we're supposed to live life to the fullest till 40 years old. That's it. That's all you get anyway. Get 40 good years on the planet, and then you get the other half trying not to die. Because that's what it feels like. Sorry, it's the truth. I don't know what to tell you. So thank you to Into Thin Air. I'll put the link to that I'll put the link to that show. I'll put the link. Boop. Something weird's happening here. I'll put the I'll put the link to that video in the show description. It's still hard for me to say what's going on with my mouth. I'm telling you, that was weird. I couldn't speak. Speaking of speaking, I think we're going to have one hell of a hurricane season. However, there may be a way out. When the going gets rough, the portal gets opened. Have you seen this video? Did we talk? I'm going to show you this. It's supposed to be a video of a portal opening up during a thunderstorm, but I think I played this, and I don't know. Let's take a look again, just make sure.
Check out this wild video from Geneva in Switzerland.
Right? Didn't I show this?
December 29th, 2023. No coincidence, I'm sure, that that's the same location that CERN's particle accelerator's at. It looks like they are opening portals again. I'm sure the boosted community will just claim it's a thunderstorm. It's called weather. What do you think? Just some natural weather phenomenon? Or does it seem like CERN is up to it again?
See, that's not real.
Those parasites are out playing God again. Question everything. Friends.
That's not real, right?
Until next time.
There's no way. It doesn't look real. There's a thunderstorm in the back that they're embedding it with, right? It's not real. Yeah, it looks familiar. Slow down. I'm not even going fast. I'm always going slow. Slow and low, that is the tempo. Po, 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 po. Dun. Slow and low, that is the tempo. Oh, here we go. Gary Nolan claims a government official threatened him. We talked about that too. Damn it. Oh, all right. Let's get to Kate Hudson. Shall we? I meant to go right to her. I know. This was on Newsbreak. So some of you who have a Android phone may have Newsbreak. I recommend it. I love Newsbreak. They always give you the goods. But anyway, she claims she can see dead people and says the afterlife will be weird, but beautiful like her. She is a looker. She is a looker. I mean, you know, she comes from good stock. How can you say such a thing? I just did. All right, let's read this. Oh, no, this way. There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Very smart outfit. She claims she can see dead people, knows what the afterlife is like. The Hollywood star, who's the daughter of Goldie Hawn, said she has psychic abilities. Speaking on Howard Stern's Sirius XM radio show, she said, I can see everything. I can see clearly now that she's a blonde. She added, it's like you get these sort of messages, like when I was a little girl. It was actually quite wild because I could see ghosts all the time. I was a little bit like the Sixth Sense, like I see dead people. It was a little bit like that when I was younger, yeah. Hudson, 45, said the afterlife is probably more scientific than we'll all even know. She said, I think it's very multi-dimensional. I think we should be all-knowing, but we're not. You know, we'll see it when we get there, but I think it's going to be effing weird, but beautiful. For the latest local and features on Irish America, visit our homepage here. Click the link for the latest local news and features on Irish America. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Mike Schenk says God made salvation childlike simple. It's not what you do that saves you. All your sins can be washed away by Jesus. Ephesians. By grace are ye saved through faith, and not for yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. It is in faith, the gospel of Jesus Christ, that saves you. Corinthians 15, 1-4. Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel, which I preached unto you, which also ye have achieved, received, and believed, and wherein ye stand, by which also ye are saved. If ye, who the frig is a ye? I'm ye? Holy ye. Ye. Well, keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless ye have believed in vain. For I delivered unto you first of all that which I have also received, how that Christ died for our sins, according to the Scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day, according to the Scriptures. Corinthians. You ever shit on Corinthian leather? God dang it, it's good. Oh, I used the Lord's name in vain. Then if Christ not be risen, then this is our preach in vain, and your faith is also vain. By the way, I need that vein because... Did you know what Kenny Sherbert said? Kenny Sherbert said, a lot of people can see dead people. As a matter of fact, if you attend an open casket funeral, you too can see a dead person. Wow. Let that sink in. It's 4:20 somewhere, folks. 8:20 Eastern. Go ahead and take a puff, take a piff, and take a suck. It's all up to you to make yourself feel good. Nobody can do that but you. There's no shame in the Mary Jane game. Just make yourself feel good if that's all it takes. One puff a day? I say nay, nay. I say one puff an hour. And do it at the 20 after every hour. Oh, It's 21 after. All right. So Kate Hudson, there wasn't much to it. That's all there was in the video. There's some good stuff. Let me pull it up. We've got video. Yeah, watch this. Kate Hudson. Here we go. You ready? You ready? Oh, you ready for this? All right, here we go. Hey. I don't know if I should play I guess I need to do this. All right, I didn't want to do it this way. You can't play The View. It's not news, it's entertainment. So you can't play it. I've tried it before. Didn't work out too well. But there's a channel that did something for Kate.
Welcome to our channel. Kate Hudson claims she could see dead people as a kid. I was a little bit like The Sixth Sense. Almost famous actress makes bizarre confession at Howard Stern show about...
She made a 2-minute video about what I just read. So obviously, we'll go halfway in here and see if it's the same story.
Dead people when she was younger, but the link has supposedly faded over the years. When Stern quipped if the spirit of his late father was hovering around the studio, Hudson revealed she hadn't seen a dead person since she was younger, noting she was a little bit like Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense as a kid. Kate Hudson explained, "It's like you get these sort of messages. When I was a little girl, it was actually quite wild because I could see ghosts all the time. I was a little bit like The Sixth Sense, like, I see dead people. It was a little bit like that when I was younger." It should be noted that this is not the first time that the almost famous actress has...
Kate Hudson, when she's 75, will have shrunken head syndrome. You know those, the old people with their head? She's already going in that direction. Look. Yeah, it's over. Well, they keep repeating the same thing we said, I read. So that's it. I tried. Like I said, there wasn't much on it, but I thought it was interesting enough to make a thumbnail as an interesting thing to talk about because Demi Lovato, right? Who else came out, said they can, they're psychic and all that stuff. Damn it. It was on the tip of my scalp. All right. Hey, if you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, you can through Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. You can even become a member. And that helps keep us afloat. Grazie, grazie. And a grazie to you. Don't forget. All right. If you haven't subscribed, you know 70% of you who watch the show aren't subscribers. There's a poll and it's running with 96 votes. I'm going to end it now so I don't forget. Do you think Kate Hudson will get her own Afterlife TV show? 65 said yes and no at 35. I couldn't come up with anything good tonight for a poll. That was as good as it gets. Thanks for voting. Yeah, I figured it would be 80-20, somewhere in there. So it was close, but I was surprised at that. Yeah, I don't think she'll get a TV show, come to think of it. No way. Absolutely no. She just doesn't, she doesn't put a fire in me to like be interested. You know what I mean? All right. Well, as you guys know, I'm in Florida. And there are already 3 tropical waves that have formed ahead of the official start of the 2024 season. Not only that, the waters in the Gulf and the Atlantic are already at mid-season form in warmth, according to what I heard. I find that very, very difficult to believe because it's been very humid, very hot, and we haven't seen anything. Everything's being pushed away. It's just been weird in this month, this whole month. I think it only rained 3 times. It rained heavy one day, and then the other 2 days for like an hour, half an hour. And that was it. One woke me up, and then it was done in an hour. Yeah, I haven't seen it go this long without really 2 days of rain in a row. But we are going to be in trouble this hurricane season. Absolutely. I'm not happy about it. My house will not survive a category 3. Absolutely not. But yeah, here it is. I'm looking right at these 3 waves coming in. This is scary stuff for me. Hey, when that hurricane was coming in a couple of years ago and then it turned 6 hours before, man, that was a category 4.
Pacifica plug-in hybrid. The most awarded minivan with the most standard safety features in its class. It's Chrysler Pacifica season. Enjoy.
We're now just a couple days out from the start of hurricane season coming up this weekend, June 1st. According to the latest predictions by NOAA, signs are pointing to a busy season. A big question looming about what the predictions may mean for Florida's insurance industry. The market certainly has gotten a little better. There are signs of recovery, but experts say insurance companies already know these serious predictions. They have worked it into their models for the year, but there is still the possibility of that large destructive storm that sends some nervous shockwaves through the industry.
It will have an effect if some of these predictions materialize.
It's Pat.
It could reverse
Saturday
some
Night
of the
Live.
strides we're making with leveling off of rate increases.
Hey, you're welcome.
There's some good news. 19 insurers are either looking to lower interest rate or lower
The
their
hell?
rates or keeping them in place for the next year as long as things go well for the hurricane season. As we know, that officially begins June 1st, runs through November 30th. And that also means Florida's disaster preparedness sales tax holiday starts Saturday. Brooks, so a lot to get through. It all starts this weekend.
It sure does. Yes, this could be one of the busiest hurricane seasons in recorded
I'm not
history
sure
if
what's
the
going
forecasts
on.
do come to pass.
Somebody sent me a video showing something to me that I don't know if it's me or what. It's blurry. I don't know what this is. I can't read it. Are we not live? Oh my God. YouTube took SpaceX Elon Musk YouTube channel down. No way. What? Hey, what's up, guys? I mean, that's crazy. Hey, I heard Kilauea is really active. A lot of eruptions or earthquakes. It's brewing. Let's check it out. All right, hold on. I got to get out of there. Rich saves America. One video at a time. All right, let's go. SpaceX. It only says 72 are watching the show, but for me it says, oh my God, there's 50 people watching on X. That's crazy. Hey, thanks for hanging out. You know what we're going to have to do? Get rid of X. Oh, he got hacked and YouTube took it down. You know, that's what I'm going to have to do. We're going to have to get everybody to come over to YouTube instead of going on X. Right? Well, thank you. Third phase of Moon. I'm going to go there now to look for myself. Here we go. Oh, looks like it's up. I'm there right now. It's live. Are you sure? Oh, I'm there right now. It's showing the space test launch. I don't know, guys. Am I not understanding? He got hacked and you... Hey, Opala! I thought I saw you. Angie Girl's here too. You guys are on X, huh? No? No? Let me pull up Elon Musk and see what happens. I don't know. It's up, man. I see it. I'm looking right at it. It's SpaceX Live. I'm probably doing something wrong, huh? All right. Well, I think they're doing a launch, right? Oh, this is a replay. In 20 minutes.
Have been watching the ground level winds.
Yeah, we could watch
They're
this in
18
20
miles
minutes.
an
We'll come
hour.
back to it.
As the morning continues, they will increase, but that is...
Yeah, we'll come back to it. I think they did that yesterday, right? Yeah, we'll come back to that. Pretty cool. I can't believe that it got shut down. I can't see it. I'm going to do something here. Let's go to Google and type in Elon Musk YouTube channel shut down. Because it was hacked. Here we go. Elon Musk gets shut down. Absolutely stunning. 2 months ago, that was. Okay, that's not it. 1 day ago. No, that's not it. Shuts down reporter. 7 years ago, 2 months ago. YouTube is removing more than 3,000 channels a month. In accordance, influence operations linked to China. I don't see it. I don't see it. So I don't know, man. And I know you guys sent me a little video, but I can't read it. It's blurry. But that's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it wasn't. You know who that was? I'm going to pull it up. Thank you for this, New England Dirt Roadie. I'm going to pull up that person right now. Oh, thank you for this. You just brought something very, very fun to the show. I hope it's the person. His name is... Oh, no. Hold on. Riley Martin. Riley Martin, right? No? Here we go. Here, let's go back years. This is 2004, I believe. 2006. I don't know, but take a listen to this. This is Riley Martin. I haven't played this in 4.5, 5 years on Howard Stern. He claims he was abducted by aliens when he was 7 years old with his dog. Go.
Beautiful. Well, it seems like Riley is attracted to Robin. I can see you're smitten.
Right. This is my intentions.
Right.
Is to attempt to save the planet. But my ulterior motive is to get girls also.
Yeah,
right.
And people probably accuse you of being crazy, but you're not that crazy, right?
Not that crazy.
That's right. Well, Robin is a tough one to get, but certainly.
You know, I can't believe it. He sees the planet is in danger, and he still has time for girls.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? The planet's about to blow up, but everyone wants girls.
Yeah, well, what's a planet without girls?
Do you have trouble getting women?
No, strangely.
Really?
I have no,
Strangely, it's true.
Yeah, right. I have no problem.
Now, let's talk about your abduction. 1953 was the first abduction.
How old were you then?
Yes,
7.
You were 7 years old, and you were in your parents' house, I assume.
I saw lights above the river.
Right.
3 nights running. I would wake up in the wee hours of the morning. On the 3rd night, a strange.
Tell me this doesn't sound like he said this a million times.
My brothers who slept in the same room with me, I could not awaken them.
Right.
I went out, me and my dog, to investigate these lights.
Yes.
As we came to a clearing near the river, I saw the ship. The
mothership?
No.
Oh.
A saucer. It was moored to the ground by 3 flexible legs, and it danced like a cork on water.
Now, why do you think they came to you? Did you ever ask the aliens this?
It has something to do. The Biavians.
This is the aliens that came to Biavians?
They are Biavians. They rarely abduct people at random. They have a purpose. It would seem that I have a genetic trait that's a holdup from their first mixing with the Elohim with man about 42,000 years ago in northern Africa.
Now, let me get this story straight.
So you have some alien genes.
You could possibly be alien.
Well, so does millions of other human beings.
I believe you are an alien. What do you think of that?
Millions.
So what you're saying is the Biavians came here and they mated millions of years ago with man.
Not millions of years ago.
Well,
42,000 years ago.
42,000 years ago.
They fell on an island about 100 nautical miles north of what we now call Libya.
I see. And they mated with humans.
They first mated with the when they found that they could not get home nor clone themselves.
Right. Have you ever had sex with one of these Biavians?
In 1964.
You did?
Aboard the great mothership. At the time, I was a bare-knuckle fighter on Earth. I fought an alien and overcame him. And I requested a liaison with some of the alien women.
Are they hot?
Now,
are they cute?
They were hybrids, like mixed human-alien women.
So they have big hands and
yeah,
stuff.
they were fine.
Right.
But let me state clearly and unequivocally
Go ahead.
That though I have sat on the forward deck of an X6 and warp through the hyperspace windows and came barrel rolling out into the brilliance of some primordial yesterday.
Yes.
I have not found anything in the cosmos that moves me like Earth women.
Beautifully said. Me too, Riley. Me too. Gonna miss him. You can find Riley Martin all over on YouTube. And if you really are interested in hearing somebody who sounds like he might have been abducted and believes it, go there and listen to Riley Martin. I'll put the link to that show in the description. I said it right. Let me tell you something, Howard. The Biavians come in many different forms, but one thing is clear. They will never take on the form of a beautiful woman. There is nothing finer than woman. That's true. You got that right, Riley. Love Riley Martin. You know, I got to show you this. This really freaks me out. And I know what you're going to say, and I hate showing this because I know you don't believe. But can't you just believe this one time that what I'm about to show you, is real? Take a look.
What the fuck? Yo, you good?
What is wrong with this cat? Did it fall asleep? Look at the eyes. They look like it died. It's real. This isn't a fake cat. This isn't a statue. There's something wrong with this cat. Something happened to it. It's weird. And then watch when it gets its conscience back. It shakes its head now. Watch. Something was up. That to me, I think it may have fallen asleep standing. Right? Why didn't it wake up? Something's wrong with that cat. It either fell asleep or its soul left its body.
What the fuck? Yo, you
It is crazy. I don't get that. Just like I don't get the birds that are stuck in the air. And if everybody keeps telling me every time it's a wire or something that you just can't see, I say no, not every time. And we can tell the difference. But when it's really high up and it's just nothing around, how can you say that it's wires? See, I'm still me. I can still admit that there's weird stuff going on, but there's some of you out there who refuse to admit it. For some reason, either your ego or you think your ego needs to be put in check by something better than that. I can't tell you. Yes, we get faked out all the time. Yes, we do. But a lot of stuff is real. The world is more paranormal than it is normal. Maybe not on a continual running show, but for the most part, when some stuff happens, you can't explain it. You got to say, well, maybe it slipped into another dimension, I don't freaking know, man. I don't know anything anymore. See, that's what they do. They make us confused. They do. Oh, all right. Let's take a look at some of these now. We're going to get a little scared. Just a little bit. Just a little. All right? Just a little bit. I think you guys want to be scared tonight. Hold on. Let me pull this up. All right, no, not that one. This one. All right, here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool.
They're like, someone's knocking on our, and I was like, no, I think it might be the vibration from this. The kid that came up to us, he lives next door, and he was saying that he never sees anything, but he hears stuff all the time. And his window to his bedroom was right next to the house. And he said he hears stuff all the time. That's why he came out running. But they did say the neighbors on the right-hand side, like the opposite side of him, they always see women walking around upstairs where a lot of that banging was happening. So, no thanks.
Women? Banging? Where the hell can I go investigate that house?
With so many witnesses to these paranormal events, it makes you wonder whether the Anson call home might be truly haunted, and someone or something from the other side was...
Did you see how stupid that looked? That ladder? I gotta show you the ladder. Look how stupid the ladder is. It looks like somebody's got the ladder on one side and they're just waving it around.
Witnesses to these paranormal events.
This. And then you can see... Now, I just said that. Now, they could be 5'8", lifting it up. Yeah. But it looks like you see later on a body, a lower part. Watch go.
It makes you wonder whether the Anson call home might be truly haunted, and someone or something from the other side was banging on the doors and windows in an attempt to get out. But as always, I leave that to you to decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be what the problem was.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this. This is a good one. Come on, Rich!
He's upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine.
But
when she looks at her security footage to see what the problem was, she is shocked.
Come on, how did that move? That kid didn't do it. Who's he talking to? And did you see the light? Meow. That's creepy. Look at him. Who's he talking to? Oh, he hit his head. That's not funny. Aw. Aw.
Mateo appears to be looking at and even arguing with someone or something that we can't see. Then the 2-year-old seems to be pushed backwards onto the floor.
Damn.
Now Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed. But this is where the story takes a very
but now the kid walks around with a bucket on his head.
Strange turn. You see, Marika says that she was originally pregnant with triplets, but sadly the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings. But what do you think happened to little Mateo? Let me know.
I think little Mateo had a little bit of gas. Little Mateo. That's pretty weird. That chair did move on its own accord, and he did get pushed, it looks like to me. So what do you say? It didn't happen that way, and I'm imagining it. My critical thinking is terrible. I can't figure that out and see it for myself. You saw it. What do you think? Yeah, you know what you saw. Don't tell me you didn't see it. You saw it. Now admit it. There's some weird stuff going on in this world that we just cannot measure, cannot touch, cannot taste. Sometimes we can feel it, but we never know when the strike is coming. We never know when that thing is going to happen. Thing. And when that thing is going to happen, you really sold it that time, G. Sorry. Having a little discussion with myself. Huh. Oh. Michael Schratt discusses an unbelievable UFO encounter in South Dakota? How did I get this? When? Michael Schratt. Come on, Mike. 3 months ago. Why did I just get that? How did I get that? He hasn't put a video out in 3 months. Huh. Oh, well, 3 weeks ago, looks like he went live. All right. Well, I don't know why it didn't just bring me to the video. Maybe it's this button. Yeah, here it is. Oh, this is a short clip. This is what I wanted. And then we can talk about this. Yeah, I remember this. I don't want to play a 10-minute, 20-minute thing. This is a minute. All right. Go ahead.
This is a significant UFO encounter. This is the famous RB-36 UFO encounter. This is September 26, 1956, 40,000 feet over South Dakota. Primary eyewitness is Colonel Jim Lloyd. Now, what happened here is they got this tracked on ground-based radar as well. So there were 22 crew members, including the ground-based radar. A 100-foot diameter dish-shaped craft was seen off the left wing of this RB-36.
Holy crap. A 100? Wait, what?
The left wing of this RB-30. A 100-foot diameter dish-shaped craft was seen off the left wing of this RB-36. Can you believe this? So And you can see in the upper right-hand enlargement of Rudy's drawing, 22 crew members saw this. They were all issued cameras, and they were taking photographs of this craft through the greenhouse windows within the cockpit of the RB-36. This
Pictures, please. Cameras. Where are the photos? I guess there's more to the story. A little dusty. Well, that was a short, so now we're supposed to get excited and go, wonder what the rest of the video is about. Ba-ding! And then we go there. That's what shorts are supposed to do, but not during a live show. All right. You ready? Here we go. Oh, here we go. I forgot. All right. So, very strange video. I didn't know De Niro was this type of guy. Like, I gotta just play it. This is just weird. I'm gonna play it. Yep, it's political. Too bad, so sad. It's okay. No more UFO talk, by the way.
So the Trump New York City trial finally coming to an end. They're on break right now from closing arguments. They started today, and who knows what they're going to come up with next to keep Trump off the campaign trail after this thing whole wrapped up. But amongst the opposition clown show, Robert De Niro showed up outside the courthouse in what was like really a confusing attempt at like a Biden campaign event without him there, with two former, remember those January 6th Capitol police officers that lied under oath, one of which was running for Congress and just lost his primary, of course, and now wondering what to do with himself. I'm assuming he'll probably...
The reason I'm playing this because of the way De Niro talks in this. It's very weird.
You know, Trump's been touting this entourage of people speaking on his behalf, and it's getting national news every day. Hey, maybe we should...
And the bold-faced lies that just come out of De Niro's mouth are just insanity. Although we've been hearing it for years.
The whole press conference was this.
It shows the violence of Trump and reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands in the way of his megalomania and greed.
Wait, Trump is using violence against, he will use violence against anyone? You mean the way the Dems are using the FBI and judges and, breaking the law to get Trump in trouble? Oh, yeah. I think you're projecting your little man there. God, I hate this. I'm so angry. I could never watch any of his movies again. Ever. I think I've seen enough anyway.
But it's a coward's violence. You think Trump ever threw a punch himself?
Do you think Trump ever threw a punch? What does that have to do? Violence. That's what they do. They're all about violence, and they say it's us. Don't you remember several years ago? If you see them pumping gas, you get in their face and you let them know. If they're eating dinner, you stand there and yell at them and let them know. Remember? I never forget that shit. Here we are again, right before election time.
Or took one?
Took a punch? Neither of you, dude. Someone want to tell him that he's not actually the boxer from Raging
Actually, he did take a punch, several of them in Raging Bull.
Bull, as you can see on the side. Nice play on words by my producers there. He's not a mobster from Goodfellas. Dude, taking a punch in Hollywood from a stuntman does not count. And I've said this from day one. I don't take anything these people say seriously. They are literally paid to act. These people are the same people that advocate for gun safety, that make millions off of violent gun movies. The same people who tell us that climate change is real, and then the seas are going to rise. They go buy oceanfront property, and then they take a private jet to like their third home in Malibu. I mean, seriously, this guy's got his own private helicopter, and being a New York native, as he brought up.
All right, I want to hear what else he said.
Because he doesn't belong in my city. I don't know where he belongs.
What did I miss?
He certainly doesn't belong.
I missed a bunch.
He dropped this.
I owe the city a lot. And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump is just across the street. Because he doesn't belong in my city. I don't know where he belongs, but he certainly doesn't belong here.
Your city? Come on, man. You're like a glorified Xbox. When I push the power button, I want you to entertain me with your films. You have.
Anyway, yeah, I thought there was more. There is. Here we go. I don't want to hear this guy.
If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye.
What is he talking about? What freedoms? Oh, you mean like securing the border? Keeping the country safe? Oh, that's awful. What a terrible guy.
That we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave.
Well, that's what I said about Biden. He'll never leave because there's going to be some sort of event that's going to prevent us for voting in a new president, and he'll have to stay in another 6 months to a year.
Based on what? During this whole thing, he told us why he was really there. It took a while, but we finally found out.
On January 6th, rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction.
Oh my God.
That's why I needed to be involved and wanted to be involved in the new Biden-Harris ad.
Right, there it is. Took 4 minutes for him to actually say that he was there on behalf of the campaign. That's about as transparent as also the Capitol Police officer, who I just told you behind him, who was there because he failed running for Congress and probably wants to run. I mean, how much do you want to bet you saw a Biden donation on that January 6th police officer?
Oh, yeah. Isn't there more? Oh, yeah. Check this out.
A lot of people like Daniel Penny for defending innocent people from a crazy man on a subway. You tell me which part of this screams fair trial, Robert De Niro, in your city. This is what you got. Here's some free campaign advice for the Biden campaign. And I know you're not going to win. That's why I'm offering this for free. You want people to vote for you? Tell me why that campaign is better. Not why Trump is bad, but let's start with that. People line up for Donald Trump by like the tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands. They did it in New Jersey and even in Jersey.
Oh, I thought Biden was going to talk. I don't know why. Anyway, just De Niro. Do we really care what an actor thinks? If that was reversed and it was done about Biden, I'd be saying the same thing. It's not about what he said about Trump. It's just like, why? They give a lot of money to Biden, to that administration. That's why they do it. It's all about money. And it has nothing to do with anything else. De Niro, yeah, he's going to get a real rude awakening someday. I don't know how. I don't know how he doesn't see what's going on. I don't know how anybody doesn't see it, but it's selective seeing. The same way they say, I don't see how you don't get it. So when you ask people, just like in ufology, you ask them something, they don't have the answer. They get mad, they walk away, right? How is Trump racist? That's a question we've seen asked all the time. And he just is. He doesn't care about black people. Then they read these quotes by Kamala Harris and Biden. And they say, who do you think said this, Trump or so-and-so? And they say, oh, Trump said this. Trump said it. Well, would you be shocked to know that it was Biden that said this. Kamala Harris said this. What? And then they play the clip. Kamala Harris is saying, do not come to the United States. Do not come here. Remember that? Oh, God, they are such hypocrites. And now they're talking about the border because it's election time. They think they're going to fool everybody. Oh, they really care about the border problem. They're the ones who opened it up. All right, I better go. So thank you very much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Maybe I might be out live. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing something different for once. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. And be safe out there. And don't forget, Truthology for ufology. It's right here and it's for you. It is. It is. Thanks for hanging out. And be safe out there. Alien bless. I said alien bless.
There's look at this thing. It's rotating.
What's blood in the skies over and why is it Southwest treasured sites in Christianity? UFO,